From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News.
Among Delaware's top stories for Thursday, March 1st, what a new national study says about your child's daycare center. Potential candidates are lining up to fill the seat of a retiring lawmaker and resurrecting a historic cemetery. And now the details. A new nationwide study says you could do better and you could do worse sending your child to a daycare center in Delaware. The study by the National Association of Child Care Resource and Referral Agencies says Delaware is right in the middle in the job it does overseeing and regulating child care centers. Delaware got medium grades in standards like criminal background checks, staff training, and the number of children in a center. The same report gave the state high marks on parental involvement and communication and health and safety requirements. More than 25,000 children are in child care centers in Delaware. There are at least two potential candidates who want to fill Wayne Smith's seat in Dover. Smith is resigning from his House seat to become president and CEO of the Delaware Healthcare Association. Former Representative Dave Brady says he may become a candidate in the upcoming special election in the 7th District serving Brandywine 100. He ran against Smith in 2002 and lost. Also, Democrat Carl Colantuno, who lost to Smith last year, says he's ready to run again. The man accused of killing a University of Delaware student got kicked off the witness stand after a short time. The judge allowed James Cook to testify after the prosecution's rebuttal, but when he tried to introduce new evidence, he was taken away. Cook is on trial in the murder of Lindsay Bonestall in 2005. Closing arguments are set for Monday. No way to leasing the highway. WDEL News continues in a moment.
You could spend your money at the gas pump, or you could spend it on those sexy pumps at your favorite store. Let DART do the driving.
I do all my shopping with DART. It's the most convenient way to shop the outlets, and it saves me money.
Now save even more. Get up to 40% off with a discounted DART card online at dartfirststate.com or at your local Acme market.
At this rate, with the money I save riding DART, I have a new pair of shoes every week.
Travel smart. Choose DART.
Most people who live in Delaware say they don't want to lease I-95 to raise money for road construction. That's according to a new poll by Fairleigh Dickinson University's Public Mind. 58% of those polls say it's a bad idea to sell Delaware's toll roads. The poll also says Governor Minter's doing a good job, but people don't know her possible successors well. 46% have heard of State Treasurer Jack Markell. 62% know Lieutenant Governor John Carney. Police in Wilmington are investigating a murder this morning. It happened in the 1700 block of Lancaster Avenue around 5:30. Police say they were called to the home for a report of a burglary. They found people inside the home as well as a man's body in the basement. He had been shot in the upper body. Wilmington police are also trying to find out what killed an 80-year-old man and an 80-year-old woman. They were found in a home in the 200 block of North Cleveland Avenue after a neighbor called police. $250,000 in damage to the Newcastle Farmers Market was started by a bad light fixture. The First State Audio store was heavily damaged. Other stores had water and heat damage. New life for a historic cemetery. WDEL's Curtis Gray reports.
The committee is charged with raising $750,000 to be used for grave restorations, fencing, and other improvements for the Lancaster Avenue site. Reverend Lawrence Livingston of the Mother African Union Church says the project has a special place in the community.
Burial grounds have held a sacred place within most cultures. It is particularly so with people of African descent because of the feeling and connection that there is a continuity of life between ancestors, those who are living, and those who are yet to be born.
Committee co-chair John Rollins says the work will be completed in 3 phases.
Phase 1 will involve the parking lot, the entrance drive, fencing, and a lot of the work that needs to be done directly onto Lancaster Avenue. Phase 2 will involve grave renovations to the extent that they're necessary, pathway installation, as well as a good bit of architectural landscape. Phase 3 will involve the construction of the new gazebo.
The Mount Olive Cemetery is home to many African-American veterans of past wars and other ancestors of Delaware residents. Most were buried at a time when area cemeteries were still segregated. I'm Curtis Gray, 1150 AM, WDEL.
A 28-year department veteran has been named chief of prisons in Delaware. Rick Carney has served as warden at Sussex Correctional Institution since 1984. He starts his new job Monday. Coming up, no surprises in the girls' high school basketball playoffs. WDEL Sports and AccuWeather are coming up.
As you look for your college experience, make sure you look at Wilmington College, your key to success.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware every weekday morning, 5:30 to 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
In WDEL sports, the top 4 seeds in girls basketball are advancing to Friday night semifinals. Top seed Ursuline beat 9th seed Middletown 52-34. Ursuline will meet 4th seed Caravel in one semifinal. The Buccaneers slipped by 5th seed St. Mark's 43-40. 2nd seed St. Elizabeth whipped 7th seed Dover 60-37. And WDEL's Sean Green was at the Sanford-Hodgson game.
Hudson head coach Chris Jones last night tried to lead his Silver Eagles over number 3 Sanford. He'd be pleased early. Kansas Patine would take the inside feed for the layup, and they would jump out to the 2-0 lead. The Warriors would respond, though, with the sharpshooter, Rachel Dennis, 4 threes on the night. This would be the first of that group. She finished with 15 points, and Sanford would have the lead. More Sanford, this time off the poke steal. Paris Waterman comes up with the basketball, and she would drive in for the layup, and Sanford would lead 20-7 at the half. Hudson would try to cut in the lead in the second half. Saranda Chambers drives around the left side. The leaner basket good and the foul. She'd missed the free throw, but the deficit was cut to 9. In the end, though, too much Warriors. Jasmine Gibson takes the inside pass, hits the 4-footer, and Sanford would roll 44-25. Reporting from Brandywine 100, I'm Sean Green, 1150 AM, WDEL Sports.
The boys' state basketball tournament will be down to its final 4 after tonight. Top seed Christiana takes on Cape Henlopen at Delaware State, while 3rd seed Sanford battles Sussex Central at Dover High School. In a game you'll hear on WDEL, 2nd seed Middletown faces William Penn at Salesianum, while Hodgson and Glasgow square off at the St. E Center. The Sixers denied the Phoenix Suns from an NBA first in their 99-94 win over the Suns. Phoenix was trying to become the first NBA team to complete a season sweep of their interconference road games. The Suns had won their first 14 against the Eastern Conference. Andre Iguodala scored 24. Willie Green added 20 for the Sixers. The Delaware women's basketball looks to keep its momentum going into the postseason tournament as they wrap up their regular season tonight on the road. The Hens travel to Boston to play Northeastern, looking for their 5th straight win and 25th overall. Delaware State pulled away in the second half as the Hornets down North Carolina A&T 62-53. Roy Bright scored a game-high 23 for the Hornets. Del State raised its record to 19-11 and 16-2 in the conference. The Phillies play the first of 32 exhibition games today in Lakeland against the American League champion Detroit Tigers. You'll hear that game on WDEL starting at 1 o'clock. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: a flood watch is in effect tonight through tomorrow night. Mostly cloudy today with a high of 48. Rain heavy at times tonight, the low 42. Tomorrow, rain early and then clouds will break for some sunshine later, the high 57. And Saturday, clouds, some sunshine, there might be a shower, the high 47. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 AM WDEL or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Melanie Armstrong. Thanks for watching.